I hope this reaches someone in time. My name is Ryan, and I'm looking for my wife. She's been missing for 6 months, and I need help getting her home. Let me start from the beginning. My wife and I are both in our late 20s. We got married July 25th, 2015. She's a high school teacher, and I'm a postal delivery man. We just bought our house in a decent area in Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas. It's all we can afford. It's small, but we call it home. My wife was super excited for summer vacation. We even had a trip to New Zealand planned. We love traveling. Well, in May, she was told that she would be scheduled to teach summer school. There goes our beautiful vacation. It was a bummer, but the money would help, so we just rolled with it. After the school year got out, she took some time to get things around the house straightened up before starting summer school. She would tell me all about how much goes on during the day, when we're both normally at work. The multiple delivery services she swears will put me out of a job, city maintenance, keeping the street intact, but the one thing that stuck out was about 10 minutes before she normally left, a gray sedan with limo tint would park at the end of the street. Every day, right on time. I asked my wife if there were any identifying decals or stickers, and she'd tell me that she can't even recall a license plate on the car. After that, I did what I believe anyone else would do. I just told her to be careful and never gave it a second thought. A few days later, she told me she was going to run errands and get groceries. I saw the message late and replied, "Don't forget the snack packs for my lunch." She replied, "I won't." That's the last message I ever got from her. I texted her a couple hours later. I sent her another text to see how things are going, and no reply. I'm not one to jump to conclusions, so I just assumed her phone was dead, and I'll see her when I get home. Once I got home, I was relieved because her car was in the driveway. I park, make my way in, unlock the door, place my keys on the key hook, call out to my wife. There's still no response. I make my way to the bedroom to see if she's asleep, since the entire house is already cleaned. She must be exhausted. She's not there. The bed's made neatly and there's no sign of anyone. I immediately decided I'm just going to call her. I call her phone and it's off. I start freaking out now. There's no one to call because neither of us have any family nearby, let alone talk to any of them. She has a few acquaintances from work, but no one that she sees outside of work. I call the police knowing they're going to give me the whole 48-hour spiel, but they actually helped. I gave them all of her information and they put out a BOLO, or be on the lookout, at all of the hospitals and all of the police stations. I called my boss and they let me take my vacation time so I can figure everything out. I feel so helpless because all I can do is drive to the places I know she went or could have gone and just look for signs, but nothing is there. A couple days later, after sleeping for about 2 hours only because my body needed it, I make my way out the front door to continue looking for her. I notice something on the front door. It's a Post-it note. But oh my god, it's from her. I'm only assuming it because it's her handwriting and it seems to be written like it's from her. It says, "Don't give up, I'm still out here." My skin feels like it's going to fall off. The dread that just overcame me is ridiculous. I look around everywhere and I don't see anything. Nobody. Not even a damn footprint in the dirt. A few more days go by, and at this point, I can hardly find the energy to leave my bed, let alone the house. I can feel how much weight I've lost just from the malnutrition, but I just don't want to eat. I'm spending almost all of my days staring at my phone, waiting for her to call. I finally decide I just need to eat something. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I can go out and look for her even more, and this time it'll work. I can find her. So I decide to go down to the kitchen. Once I get into the kitchen, there's another note on the table. All I can think is, how did this get in the house without me even noticing? Then it hits me. This can be from her. I run over, practically tripping over myself to grab it. It says, "Have you given up already?" I fall to my knees. What kind of sick game is this? As the days continue, more and more notes appear in random places. At home, in my car, at work. I've almost come to expect them. They all say similar things, encouraging me to look for her. It's now been about 6 months, and there's no progress on finding her. It's like she just vanished without a trace. All I can think to do now is share my story and hope one day she'll make her way back home to me. There's been an update. My phone rang today. No one ever calls me. I answer it. It's the local police department. They tell me that they've been trying to contact me for the last 5 months. I told them that's not possible because I've been on my phone constantly. They apologized and explained to me that the dispatcher who took my info down put the wrong number. Apparently everyone there was just too lazy to update it, and no one really gives a fuck except this officer that called me. He found my phone number in a residential directory. He told me that he has an update on my wife and asked if I was ready for it. I paused for a minute. I wanted to say so many things, but I just couldn't get it out. After a few seconds, all I can say is, "What is it?" He tells me that they have a DNA match for my wife. He says that her body was found burned beyond recognition in a car accident. She was the only one driving. My head's spinning. Did she leave me? Was it a joke gone wrong? What about the notes? Then he tells me the most horrific part. The accident took place July 24th, 2015.